What's going on, everyone? Apex Gaming here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get your hands on the Affinity Booster, which in my opinion is probably one of the best items that you could be using to help you and your team out, especially if you're using the Diablos weapons or just weapons with really bad affinity. Now, I'm actually really surprised that a whole lot of people haven't really been talking about this item, but that's probably because the quest line is very tricky. But in this video, I'll be showing you the whole process and everything else. Here we go. So what does the Affinity Booster do? It increases your affinity by 50%. It lasts for 1 whole minute, and it has a recharge time of 3 minutes, which means that this thing could be used a whole lot during a hunt. This is a godsend when it comes to crit mix sets, especially if you're running crit boost and stuff. And also, Diablos weapons, being how they have really bad affinity, like negative 30%, which is, oof, nasty. When you are out of the Affinity Dust field, it supposedly lasts about 20 to maybe 30 seconds. I did a little bit of testing, but I'm feeling that it's around 20 to 25 seconds. So if you're fighting a monster, you sort of want to keep the Affinity Booster like really close by the monster. That way you and your team could always just, take a couple hits and just go back into the field to, regain the effect. Now, this item's questline is a little bit hidden, but once you start the initial quest and figure out that you basically need to travel to the research base a lot, this quest and item will basically just fall into your hand. First things first, you'll need to start off the Tingling Taste, which is in 6-star. You basically just hunt a Great Gyros, super easy, and once you complete the quest, you'll report back to the 3rd Fleet Master in the research base. After talking to her for a little bit, you'll see that she is thankful for you completing the quest, and in return, she gives you an ingredient. A lot of this whole questline basically gives you a bunch of alcohol ingredients, which will come in handy whenever you're making your own custom platters. After that, report to the 3rd Fleet Provisions guy, in which he will want you to complete a delivery request. And you will basically need some Thunder Sacks, which are fairly easy to get off Tobi-Kadachi's. So once you fly back into Astera, you'll need to complete the delivery, and which in return you will get the Master Ale. And after completing it, you will need to fly right back to the research base, and you will need to talk to the Shy Scholar, in which she will give you your second quest, which will be the Tobi-Kadachi Capture Quest. So after you capture the electrifying snake squirrel, or whatever you want to call it, you will fly back to the research base, in which you will get another delivery assignment from the Cheerful Scholar. He will be requesting the Dodogama Jaw, in which in return you will get the Ratha Whiskey, which in my opinion sounds really, really tasty. Now, I know a lot of you guys by this moment are pretty sick and tired of delivery quests, but don't worry, this is the last one. So after completing it, you'll head back to the research base and talk to the airship guy, in which he will give you the quest to hunt a Autogarin in the Coral Highlands, which is a high rank as well. So once you find and kill the Clifford the Big Red Dog, you will need to report back to the research base. Now, I know a lot of you guys are pretty much sick and tired of traveling back and forth, but this is the final quest. Report back to the 3rd Fleet Master, and she will give you the task of taking on a Diablos and a Black Diablos in a quest called Rumble in the Waste. Now, this is a little bit challenging. If you don't feel like you're up for it, be sure to bring a buddy, or 2, or maybe even 3, and a whole lot of Sonic Bombs, because these guys do like to go underground a lot. And once you defeat these challenging monsters, you will need to report back one last time, and she will give you the Affinity Booster. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap up the video, guys. I hope you found this video pretty helpful. Definitely be sure to keep a lookout for more Monster Hunter videos in the future. I do have some additional mix sets dropping later this week. This is Apex Gaming, and for all of you guys, happy hunting.